When the world thought that this show was dead, he, like the Undertaker, put the likes of his fist into the ground and ripped it back from the dead. And with that, my friends, it's time for the D&D Sensei Show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream today. I'm frozen right now. We're going to fix that in just 2 seconds. Hiya. Hiya. There we go. How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's ready for an awesome and epic time as it is time for the return of the D&D Sensei Show after a long last. It's been a while. It's been a while. And it's frozen. You shut up, Madra. It's not frozen anymore. We got it. Oh, man. How's it going, everybody? We see everybody just tuning into the likes of the stream. Ambrose! Welcome, my friend. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, my God. It's been a while since we've been able to just sit around and just talk about D&D or just talk about anything in general and more. The last time we actually did this stream was actually, I want to say a month and a half ago. And T-Pert! Yo, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I think the last time we did the stream was actually a month or so ago, where we were still in the old place and more, and then we moved for a little bit, and we're just sort of crashing over here. And yeah, we never really did the show. We just mainly focused on the likes of really just D&D for all we could. Also, we got a couple of more individuals coming on in. Obscured Persona, Bimroth, Bimmy Boo. Hello, how's it going? I just got home from work. Well, hey, you just got home from work at the perfect time, because guess what, everybody? Here's what we're going to be doing for today. We're going to be talking about D&D as per usual. We're going to be talking about planning D&D as per usual. And we're also going to be talking about Shroom-a-Palooza, our 1K anniversary or 1K special for the likes of the YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't actually checked out the YouTube channel, be sure to go do so. I'll drop the link over in the chat and more, as we just hit 1,000 subscribers about I want to say a month ago, and we're going to be celebrating it now as we're getting ready to actually hit 1,100 very soon. So hey, maybe we can hit it before the likes of Saturday. Who knows? But thank you guys again so much. And also Showcase coming in with the 10 bits. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. But yeah, besides those couple things, we're also going to be using the likes of we're going to be trying to be planning D&D specifically for trying to plan a session kind of like within an hour sort of time frame, or just try to plan it really efficiently, trying to get everything done and kind of walk you guys through the process of how I kind of plan a little bit of my D&D games. We're going to be playing a little bit of Bone Fables and more, and we're going to be using a bunch of tools to help us out. Mad Cartographer is one of them, but the big tool that we're going to be using today is the likes of Describe. So if you guys don't know what Describe is, just real quick, basically Describe is a awesome little software and website where you guys can actually use bits of descriptions, flavor text, and more to help when it comes to describing sort of abilities, environments, monsters, and more. It's very reliable, and I've been using it a lot in my recent D&D games and more, because I struggle kind of with describing exactly what creatures look like, or especially environments. Environments is my big sort of thing when it comes to that sort of stuff. So Describe has definitely helped me out tremendously. So if you guys haven't checked them out yet, I'll drop the link in the Twitch chat over there, and YouTube it should be in the description down below. You actually can get $5 off of your first sort of code for Describe, just typing in Sensei in all caps, and it's only $3 for the entire library of descriptions, prompts, all that sort of stuff. So might as well just go check it out. It might help you out whether you're a player, a dungeon master, and more. Besides all that, let's get straight into the show. So everybody, here's what we've been doing for the likes of the... Let's go into what we typically like to do is we try to give a little bit of an update on what's been going on in the wacky world of SenseiSuplex. So let's do this. And also let me know how everybody else has been doing in chat. It's been a while since I've been able to actually like talk to you guys and just see how you're kind of doing, see what's planned for the likes of your future and more. So we're just going to be talking for this first bit of the stream. Now, what's been happening in the wacky world of SenseiSuplex? So essentially what's been happening is I have been looking for an apartment and all that stuff. We actually got on one set up and we got it lined up. We're going to be moving out again on the 15th and all that goodness. And oh my God, let me tell you, moving's expensive as fuck. I think I already knew it. I knew it, but especially living out by myself and all that stuff, it is expensive to all hell. Jesus Christ. Oh man, it's rough. It is definitely rough, but we're getting through it, and we're working towards all of that sort of stuff right now. Besides that, we've been basically just like going to like families and be like, hey, you got any like free couches or tables or anything that you're not using? Can I have that, please? And doing that sort of whole thing. Besides that, went on more of the D&D side of things. Showcase says even expensive with a wife, man. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Also, Black Meaning, those look like some dope characters in that background on your monitor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got the old like TV over there, and I just like using that as a background. I mean, I've been using it as a background for a long while. I think yeah, I think for the past like 2 months, I typically try to use like the D&D posters and stuff as my background. I know I had the Valley Dreams thing as my poster for a while. I know for a long while I had the 7 Deadly Sins poster. That was freaking sick. That was freaking sick. Sammy's like, it's an excellent background. Yeah, you know, those people are really cool looking. You know, I wonder who plays those characters. I think that one over there, the bear. Yeah, I think that's Zephyr. Yeah, I think that's Zephyr. And you know, I think that wizard over there, that's probably Pyre. Yeah, and that turtle. Nah, that's just Bowser. Oh man. Love you too, Sammy. Love you too. That turtle over there is Trojan, right? Yeah, that's Trojan. That's Trojan. My bad. That's Trojan. Gotta put some respect on Trojan ones. Oh man. And that bird, I don't know who's the bird. Who's the bird? Sensei, what did we say about comparing the bears? We didn't say anything about comparing the bears. We talked about killing the bears. We don't do that. We do not support the killing of bears and using it as bear pelts. That would be terrible. The goose god. Glory out of the goose god. They have spread their wings to enact righteous vengeance and fury on their foes. Oh my god. Goodness gracious. Oh man. So anyways, as I was sort of saying, when it came to the whole D&D sort of thing, yeah, so we've been basically just rocking with Voting Fables for a bit. We actually launched a new mini campaign called the Not Us campaign, or the Notus Foundation and more, where they're basically heading out to the giant world tree and more, and they're trying to basically rescue a bunch of survivors and all that sort of stuff, which has been pretty freaking awesome so far. That's going to be airing again live on Friday at 11 a.m. I hope that we have enough people for it. I think we will have enough people to play in it now. At first we didn't, but I think we do now. But if not, then we're gonna probably have to ask some people to, hey, you want to play some D&D? Just join on in and go from there. Besides that, for the likes of Soulbound and all that craziness, Navro died. Yeah, so so Navro kind of kicked the bucket. They flew too far to the sun, and you know, happens. God. You know, it's been a wild couple of weeks in Soulbound. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. I don't think that's putting it lightly in the least bit, but hey, that is exactly what happened. Maddie Bo, yo, what's up, Sensei? How's it going, Maddie? Appreciate you for joining on in. Also, let me know how your campaign's been going. More so like how's the new campaign that you guys are going to be making and more. We're going to be talking a little bit about Project Aurora, like the MMORPG stuff in a bit. But yeah, we're just basically recapping everything that's been happening so far in the wacky world of SenseiSuplex at the moment. Showcase says a whole campaign from a snap decision. Look at people affecting the whole world, really and truly. It's insane. Like, just like from casting just small spells, management, like not even knowing exactly how it would work or where this individual would go, yada yada. And a couple wacky little things in voting and Soulbound, you know. You never know how crazy things can really get in Project Aurora, and we love it. We love to see it, and we hope that more chaos and shenanigans will happen for the betterment of everybody and just the betterment of everybody having a good time, you know. Eltara, aka Sammy, says Soulbound wizards be like, I will fling myself into the void, or I do not know. I don't know what water or what things they've been consuming, if anything, or what's happening to these wizards, man. It's like you pick a wizard stat, or excuse me, you pick the wizard class, and like you would think they'd be like a little wiser, but no, not at all. Not at all. They are intelligence based. They are not necessarily the best at making decisions, but they will know how to make sure the decision goes through. That is all I can say about that. Madras says, I mean, true. The 3 Wizards of Soulbound are really interesting individuals. 2 wizards. Who's the 3rd wizard? So there's Pyre. There's Navro. Who's the 3rd wizard? Is it only other wizard I remember in Voden was Jade? Am I crazy? I'm missing somebody. Azalea, sure. But we're talking about like more Soulbound, right? Who's the 3rd wizard? I'm trying to think. I feel terrible if I'm forgetting somebody. Some Chow will remind me if there was. Matty Bo says, my pitch is like 99% done. It took me a while to come up with an idea to get everything on paper. I should be able to send it after work today. Sick. Yeah, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Got a lot of campaigns coming up. Isn't Phoebe one, or am I mistaken? Close. Phoebe is her class is very, very similar to a wizard, but she is the witch she is the witch class. But yeah, I can see how anybody can make that mistake, because they are very, very, very similar classes. Which is like wizard, but like they remove a couple of these smaller features like arcane recovery, and they basically kind of give them like hexes, kind of like the blood hunter blood curses and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Speaking of which, blood hunters and more, I've been recently playing in D20 deathmatch for the likes of the, oh my gosh, what is the name of the campaign called? Skypiercer. There we go. I was like blanking out for a second. For the Skypiercer campaign, I've been playing Atalantos, the blood hunt, or the human blood hunter, who I've been using to test run or play test, excuse me, a new Order of the Sacrifice subclass for blood hunter that I'm going to be actually implementing into Project Aurora. So far, it's been really, really fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. It has a lot of high risk, high reward sort of just gameplay. And I'm playing it kind of on hard mode because it's already a harder campaign anyways. And I'm playing that class melee, which is what I'm probably imagining is if I was to play that character ranged, then it would be a lot easier. Or like a ranged blood hunter in general is just easier because you just don't take as much damage. But it's definitely been a fun little thing. Atalantos is a very much a fun character for sure. They're just like pretty much they're just the typical war-hardened veteran that you know, that is all about battle and bloodshed and all that other stuff. And they're basically like King Leonidas from the 300. Like it is hilarious to play. I love them. Super, super fun combat wise, very fun to play RP wise. And it's actually interesting because Atalantos is actually one of the very few individuals that don't actually have that high of a charisma, or they're intentionally like not super, super charismatic. More so when it comes to conveying themselves. It's more of they're friendly. They're just not like super charismatic and like the talker individual. They're not the face, which is very rare for me to play when it comes to D&D. But let's read into a little bit of chat. So Madral saying, lucky she isn't here, she would have witch slapped you. Oh man. Matty Bo says, but I will say it has been a ton of fun coming up with my campaign, and everyone has been super helpful. That is awesome to hear. That is freaking awesome to hear. Oh, also chat, everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. So there is one thing that you guys do need to know. There's one thing that you need to first, hold on, 2 seconds. Thought I'd turn the air on earlier, but I did not. So there's one thing that everyone should know for this coming Saturday. Now, first things first, Shroomapalooza, our 1K special, is going to be a 3 to 4 hour event. We're going to be celebrating 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube. And it's going to be a huge, huge crossover episode between all the campaigns and even the likes of Voden Fables. So be sure to check that out. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to show the poster for it in a bit. But the other thing that we need to let you guys know. First thing. The first announcement is for every single sub that we get the likes of this stream, we'll be contributing to an ultimate goal. In fact, 2 goals specifically. The first goal is to torture myself, where you guys will be able, for every sub that I get, I will have to do 3 push-ups. Now, that's not the craziest sort of thing, but there is another sub goal. If for whatever stupid, ridiculous, absolutely insane reason that we get 100 subs I would probably say 100 subs before Saturday or before the likes of the Shumapalooza game. Then I'll break it out. I'll break it out one more time. I said I wouldn't do it, and I lied. I will bring out the official Dungeon Masters outfits on stream, and I will DM in it for everyone to terrorize me in the likes of chat, to make fun of me in the likes of chat, to make me hate myself in the likes of chat. I didn't want to. I said I hate it. I don't like the wig. The wig makes me choke up hair. Like this dog over here, who's just sleeping in the corner. You can't see them right now. But sometimes suffering for the funniest narrative is worth it. So if you guys, and if you don't know what the official Dungeon Masters outfit is, well, let me show you for 2 seconds. My, let me inform you. All right. It is this thing. Now we're gonna swap over to here. It's this thing. We have worn it on stream before, and if you want me to wear it on stream while I am DMing, then we'll do it. Push-ups on the DM outfit are the best. Make it happen. Fuck it. You know what? Canon. We'll even do push-ups in the DM's outfit, you know? We'll do several push-ups for every single sub we get during the stream as well for Shumapalooza. Fuck it, why not? So, if you want to see me suffer in the likes of this outfit, everybody, I'll be honest, the Twitch economy is in shambles right now. It is in shambles. We have dropped a certain amount of subs. We went from about 150 down to 23. It is November 2nd, 2022. If you want this to happen, scroll down right now. Scroll down below. Check out the likes of whether you have a Twitch Prime sub, gift subs responsibly, and let's make this thing happen. But in the meantime, I'm going to be laughing at you guys because you guys can't do it anyways, because every single time that I even mention this goal, it never happens, and Twitch chat is like, yeah, this sounds like an awesome idea, and they never do it. They never do it. So that's on you. I will be laughing hysterically in my own little comfy pajamas as I am DMing and more. So I will be enjoying myself, unless you guys do that. Madraw says, you know it sounds funny, yeah, but if feel like Sensei would want, well, hold on. You know what sounds funny, yeah, but if you feel like Sensei would want to let out the frustration of wearing this shit on the Saturday players, oh man, there's nothing that, like, on Saturday, there's nothing even really gonna happen. You guys are just gonna talk and talk and talk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, I'm a little worried about that Tarask encounter, but it's all good. Hey, Sunday is close to Saturday. If anything, the Sunday group is gonna get it. The Sunday group is gonna have to deal with the wrath of tired Sensei from Saturday. That's what they're gonna deal with. You doing push-ups for every sub this stream? I had to leave the desk for a second. Yes, so every sub I will do 3 push-ups. As simple as that. 3 push-ups. And fuck it, I might even do 3 squats and crunches as well. Why not? Last time you said that, Sensei, we got shot from the moon. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, Madraw. That never happened. Oh god! Oh shit, here it goes. Oh no. Ambrose coming in with the 5 gifted Twitch Prime subs. That's going over to Chaotic and Rider, Matty Bo. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher this name. Vicinia Designs, I probably butchered that. Quaint Cat, Mega Migs coming in with those Twitch Prime subs. Ambrose is a freaking trooper, and that is how we get things started off. Can we actually, you know what, guys? I think it's been a while since we've actually gotten a hype train. Let's see if we can do it. So that is going to be a total of, let me write this down on notepad so we do not forget. That is 3 times 5. That is 15 push-ups right there. Goodness gracious, this is gonna be freaking awful. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Ambrose. You're a freaking awesome individual. I hope you have been enjoying the likes of your week. You are freaking fantastic and phenomenal. Trojan Mechazard appreciates that one. All right, let me change the sub goal over here. It's been so long since I've actually been streamed. Oh my god, no, oh my god. It's happening again. I'm gonna actually have to wear this outfit, aren't I? I'm gonna actually have to wear this outfit. Winter, I'm gonna have to wear the outfit. Winter, come here. Come here. Winter, I'm gonna have to wear this outfit. Come on. Oh, you're tired. Come on. Oh my god. She's like, Dad, why did you do this? Come on. You can jump. You can jump. She's like, why did you have to do this? This is all your fault. You knew what was going to happen when you decided to freaking do this little challenge. Now, oh my, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I know what I'm doing. Thank you, Showcase, for the 5 gifted subs. That's going over towards the likes of that portly jester, Vacuum Trash, Canadian Ancient Gamer, Rogue Falcon, and Guild Superior. Thank you so much for all those gifted subs. And Guild Superior, that's gonna be the 2-month subscriptions for you. Also, hello, Mandy, how's it going? The pupper is attacking the legs of my feet. Oh, by the way, there you go. There you go, puppy. But how's it going, Mandy? Hope you're ready for an awesome and epic stream. I was just basically saying that how I'm going to be torturing myself, where, you know, if we end up getting a certain amount of Twitch subs, then I will actually wear the official Dungeon Master's outfit on stream for Saturday's game for the Shroomapalooza thingy. So yeah, that's what's basically happening. And Ambrose and Showcase decide to be, you know, funny guys and decide to actually gift some subs. So for the sub goal, it is 100 subs right now. We're at 10 already. Now this is over the course until Saturday. I'm going to be streaming today, and I'm going to be streaming Friday, and I'm going to be streaming again Saturday. So we have until those 3 streams to get as many subs as possible. But in the meantime, for every single sub that I do get, I will have to do 3 push-ups. So now we're at the likes of 30 push-ups thanks to the likes of Showcase and more. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Oh my God. So this is gonna be ridiculous and wild. Okay. So let's continue with our regular, oh boy, here we go again. Mandy, thank you for the Twitch, or thank you for the 2-month subscription. Appreciate you. That's 2 months in a row. There we go, there we go. We're gonna go up to now 33 push-ups. My God, we got a hype train going on. And everybody, if you want now to support the likes of the stream, be sure to use your bits, be sure to use the likes of your subs, and also be sure to subscribe to the likes of the YouTube channel. This is what all this is for, as you guys have been a huge help and getting us there to try to get monetized over there. So be sure to go check that out and like some video, or like the video over there on the stream right now. Okay, so everybody, for our regularly scheduled program for today. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be planning the likes of a D&D adventure. We're going to be planning the likes of Describe. We're also going to be planning and showing exactly how this dumbass plans D&D every single day. Now, we're going to be using the likes of several different softwares for it. We're going to be using the likes of Foundry VTT. We're going to be using a little bit of Mad Cartographer maps and a little bit of... or a little bit of OneNote and all that sort of craziness. So let's go swap on over towards that. And I'm going to try to ignore the likes of this. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't update the sub goal. Whoops. Let me do that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I guess I might as well just here. Yeah, I might as well just put the sub goal to 100 if that's what you guys really want. Equals VM outfit. Goodness gracious. Let's move this over here. There we go. You better watch this. Still waiting on you to DM for us. Yes, Sammy, we need you to DM for us. Please, 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 please. So let's swap on maps over to here. That's not the right one. The right one? This is, but I want to actually switch over to here. So let's switch our stream thingy. Where is display capture? No, it's not that one. But yeah, it is. No, it's not. I'm a good streamer. We know this. Totally 100% professional at all times. There's never been a time where I've not been professional on stream. I do not know what you guys are talking about. All right, so we're gonna fix this up, and we're going to leave it like this. Actually, I think we're good to have it like that. I don't really care if you guys see my desktop. You're gonna do sue me. Okay, so that out of the way, and here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at all of this sort of stuff. Now we have two options. Now the first option is we can plan for Vote and Fables and all that sort of stuff. That is for sure, or easily a thing that we can kind of do. We can also plan for the likes of just a random little adventure just to kind of test things out and show off those sort of things. Also, Canadian Ancient Gamer coming on in with the 1 month tier 1 sub. How's it going? How's it going? Thank you for the gifted sub over to Showcase 05, paying it forward, my friend. Thank you so much. Actually, let me go grab the sub goal thingy and let me go place that on top of my face, so people always know what where we're kind of at. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, buddy. How's it going? How's it going? Let me know how your day has been. And also, chat. Even though we're going to be sort of planning and all that sort of stuff, I do want to know exactly what you guys got planned for the day, or any sort of things that you feel like sharing with the rest of the world and more. As again, this isn't necessarily one of the shows where it's like, oh, it's Sensei kind of just what do you call it? It isn't just Sensei running their show or game and all that stuff, and they can't really focus on chat. A lot of the stuff that happens here, it's all focused on you guys, and just helping you out. So hey, if you guys have any sort of questions when it comes to DMing, whether it be about Project Aurora and whether you want to be a DM in Project Aurora or be a player in Project PA, just again drop it down below in chat and I'll get you hooked up. Also, Flutes, hello Flutes, welcome over on the likes of YouTube. Appreciate you for joining on in. Let me know how your day has been. Oh man, Flutes, we actually got to get you into one of the Vote and Fables games. We got Terran or Indestructo Boy over in one of the VF games, or trying to at least. And we also got Mandy over into the likes of one of the games as well. We got to get you in. We already had you on the D&D Sensei show. Might as well get you to play some games. All right, everybody. Let me pull up one note before I end up leaking all of the universe of secrets for Voden and Soulbound and all that. Let me make sure to switch over to a new little category. So let's do this over here. So let's start with idea design. Okay. So Flutes over on YouTube says, day good so far after my kids were sick all night. I gotcha. But I'd love to play. Well, hey, just tell you what, shoot me a message over on Discord and I gotcha. So actually, you're here real quick. Let's talk about this for 2 seconds actually before we, just so I can quickly mention it so I don't have to mention it later. So if we head over to the likes of Vote and Fables, we actually do have a game or campaign coming or going down. We have 3 open spots. We got a couple people that are trying to get in. We've got 3 open spots for the Not Us or National Office of the True United Survivors West Marches mission. That's coming up at Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be 2-ish days, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday and more. And we also have, this is going to be an ongoing campaign sort of thingy. After that, next week, we have the likes of Islands Bounty coming on in. So there may be a little bit of spots available for that. And then Islands Bounty will be done, but the week after that, we'll have time for 2 more sessions or 2 more adventures, I believe. Either 1 or 2 more adventures. So I think what we're going to do is for that, we're going to plan the one-shot adventure for the end of November. I think that would probably be the greatest sort of thing. Now, granted, even if you're here, even if you're a Vote and Fables player, you're probably going to forget this adventure exists. And I'm probably going to change some stuff up anyways before we even get to there. It's again like in a couple weeks from now. But I think it'll still be useful to show exactly how I come up with the likes of these sort of things, right? So Flutes, thanks for sending me the message and more. Let's get into this. So I think everything sort of, when it comes to sort of adventure design, you more so have to think about what exactly do you want to run. More so, not necessarily like what story you want to tell, but more so what type of thing at the very, very basic level of it all. What is it that you want to run? Is it like, you could even start, like you can go as basic as you possibly want with this. Or you could be like, oh, I really want to run like a very heavily combat focused adventure, or I want to run a very much a social intrigue adventure, or I want to run a sort of Indiana Jones exploration dungeon delving type adventure. You can start with a very, very basic idea like that, or you can go a little bit like a level higher than that, and you can always go with, hey, I'm thinking more of a campaign idea where it's like a prison break, or I'm thinking of a campaign where it's like an escort mission, where these individuals are having to escort a caravan from one location to the other because it has something specific in the likes of the caravan, whether that's a person trying to, or like whether that's a person with or a high value person, or an individual entity or item or gem or whatever it may be. The point is, you want to think about what you want to actually DM at the basic level. You don't want to start, typically, I don't want to say you don't want to, but typically what's worked best for me is when I try to focus on these little basic ideas rather than just going crazy with the wind and all of that sort of stuff and just trying to randomly combine and conjoin like 18,000 different intricate ideas and trying to figure out a way to make it work. When I have a baseline or a floor to build up upon, then that's when things work out for me. So it might work out for you. Sky is the limit, like Canadian ancient gamer said. So what do I feel like DMing? So ultimately, I think I want to do another campaign. I think I want to do another campaign, kind of like that. But if I don't do another campaign, maybe I want to do an adventure that isn't, or like a Voden Fables adventure that isn't necessarily ran by the likes of one of the players. Maybe the players aren't necessarily the quest giver. Maybe the Zhao Dynasty, maybe the Kalani Council, maybe the likes of the Velkin or whatever is the leader of this sort of, what do you call it? The quest giver of this encounter. Regardless, I don't know. I want something where it'll probably be just a simple one shot, nothing too crazy. If we're not doing a campaign, maybe like a one shot, maybe a 2-shot, 3-shot, or whatever it's gonna be, and it'll probably be I don't know, I'm thinking kind of a I'm thinking a quest that will probably help set up for something in the future, or another Voden Fables quest, and more. I'm thinking something that will help out with the likes of for Grozrarals or Ulf's quest and all that sort of stuff. Now, those are specifically in the likes of Hell and more, and those can happen and all that sort of stuff. But this sort of quest is something that I had in mind for a long while since I probably even launched Voden Fables, and I want to make sure that this gets out of the way, as well as that sort of quest. So, for the sake of this, I'm thinking something along the lines where maybe they either go to the same location, or maybe it can hint towards what's going to happen in that future quest later down the line. So to give you an example, it could be like, let's say if the future quest was to go to a certain city, right? And we got to talk to a couple people. Sure. Then I would want this quest to maybe go to said city, or maybe it would be heading out to explore or find said city in the first place, you know, and going from there. I think that'd be pretty cool or interesting, because then it could kind of be like a continuation on certain things, right? Or it could even be even crazier. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, see, let's get a little bit wackier. Voden Fables, now granted, Shumapalooza is going to be the first, but Voden Fables hasn't had necessarily like a crossover episode before. And it makes sense because it's a West Marches sort of game, but they haven't necessarily had a crossover yet. So what if we had it where, I don't know if it'll work, but depending on the time and day, what if we had, what if we had it where maybe there were two forces involved? There was the Soulbound, they're you know, teaming up or whatever, and they're trying to do this certain quest. And then there is maybe a rival of theirs, maybe let's say the Zhao Dynasty for now, the Zhao dynasty is also trying to complete the same quest, but they're at odds and they're butting heads. So it's more of a quest of like where the two parties are kind of competing in a way. Maybe either they're doing the same thing, maybe they're doing similar things, or maybe they're doing opposite things that are, maybe they're doing completely separate things that are indirectly affecting one another. But regardless, I think it'd be very interesting to show how it would be, yeah, exactly, how a group of individuals would be playing as the ops, essentially, versus the likes of the Soulbound and more, and seeing how that sort of goes. Because at the end of the day, the Vote and Fables and all that stuff, now granted, obviously, I have a couple of ways to make it sort of work canonically. Vote and Fables, they're not necessarily, they're kind of aligned with helping the Soulbound at the end of the day, but there's a little bit of nuance to that sort of statement. There's a little bit of nuance to it that we'll be able to play around in with the likes of spoilers later. But we'll talk more about that in a bit. Well, I should probably, you'll probably have to wait and see. We can, I can make it make sense or show you how it makes sense later. But for right now, let's get the general idea said and accounted for. So, let's go to this little thing. Go to facecam left. I'm going to go over towards here. So let's start with the idea phase. And also, Ancient Gamer says something earlier in chat. A small building or dungeon with a few rooms, maybe one or two monster types, spider and goblins, to help introduce combat and exploration. Keep the basics and seed it with future possibilities. I.e. a found diary of a long dead bard. Interesting. Maybe. Let's not get too intricate just yet. But I like the idea of a small building or a dungeon and all that stuff. That could work. That could easily work. It has to be something where two sides, two forces can indirectly or maybe directly affect one another. How would that work? Sam says, we'll see, but if anyone does the Miss Guaz wow 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 voice, then I'm out. Oh man. All right. Let's think. What would be a scenario where there's two forces actively, either directly or indirectly, going against one another? What would that be? Well, we kind of did that with Hellish Gem, where they were trying to get the likes of an item. So let's stay away from or trying to retrieve an item. We already did that. What could it be? What could it be? It could be retrieving a person, recruiting them to a certain side. That works. All right, two opposing side campaigns. All right. One is actively how you say? Both sides are trying to recruit an individual or faction before the other. And we can do this multiple ways. We can do, maybe they're trying to first find them. Or we could say maybe they are trying to convince the smaller faction to join sides. Convince the smaller faction. All right, cool. So that could be one. That could be one. What's another way? What's another thing that would be enticing for multiple parties to be interested in? Now, I had this idea a long while ago, and it was the idea of where one person needed to be assassinated and the other group needed to prevent them from being assassinated as soon as possible. That was always an idea, so let's write that down just to have it. One group is trying to assassinate someone, while the other group is trying to prevent it. All right, that's one way that we can kind of do. What's another thing or basic idea that we can kind of come up with? I'm thinking. Perhaps the Zhao gets access to the Keeper that sends them souls, maybe the Vengeful Forces, Fabled Rangers. I have no clue how Keepers work, but just throwing it out there. What if? That's interesting. That's an interesting idea I didn't think about, Ambrose. That might be some interesting lore to add to Voden that I didn't really think about. Huh. I like this. I might use this for later. I think I will take it. Could be another Auroramon that already evolved. Not bad. Not bad. Could be... we'll put this in another thing. Could be an Auroramon that has evolved. I like it. I like it. Meet at a house trying to talk in an old adventure about something before the other group gets to him. True, true, true. So one thing that I do want to try to avoid. I mean, everybody's probably okay with it. If you like kind of explain it in a session 0, then they'll probably be okay with it. But I kind of don't want it to be a case where it's like, okay, there is straight up, there is a winner and there is a loser. So you could end up playing this however long campaign, 2 to 3 session campaign, you could just straight up lose. I don't necessarily want that. I want it to be where even if you don't necessarily accomplish the overarching goal, you still accomplished something. You're still rewarded with something. You don't just come up empty-handed, right? What if it... So that's why I was kind of like, okay, well, if they get the Auroramon, then that's it. They're just out of luck, right? Now, sure. We could have it where it's like, you know, there's a grove of Auroramon and all that sort of stuff, right? And, you know, they're going to maybe get the lesser Pokemon that haven't evolved yet. Sure, that's always an option, but it's not really the greatest of an option. I kind of want to keep, I kind of want to steer away from the Auroramon a little bit. I don't want to give like everything and everyone an Auroramon yet, but I'm okay with like giving one away and this being an evolved one. Canadian says, pop and smoke, lunch. Good fortune with you. Cheers. Appreciate you for joining on in, buddy. Thank you so much. What if it's like a... I can't think. What if it could be... oh, hold on. Showcase drops on. Showcase says it could be a resource gathering type thing with multiple locations with the resource, but there is one lesser known jackpot area. So they scramble for the smaller size to try to risk it all for the big one. Wait, hold on. You're actually onto something. What if it's like... oh, man. Okay, I got an idea. It's like a treasure hunt sort of thing. But the thing is, player... Oh, man. Okay, this is evil. I got an idea. So players are trying to find something. Some sort of MacGuffin, whether that's a person, item, or whatever it may be. And they are trying to go to these multiple locations to pick up a bunch of these sort of MacGuffins and all that sort of stuff, right? Getting pieces of a puzzle or just getting more and more resources added to it. Now, thing is, they get to choose which location out of 10, let's say, or however many, to go to. And they're trying to hurry up and find all these sort of places, or trying to find them all before the other group does. They're trying to find the big reward before the other group. Now, while that's sort of said and done, it's very possible that if group A goes to site 1 and group B also decides to go to site 1, well, it could be that because group B was slower, that site 1's already completely picked clean. And that's it for that. They spent their time wasting away and there was nothing found over here. So now they gotta rush over and I gotta collect as much resources and try to figure out where the next location is and try to deduct clues on where it might be. So it's kind of like a mystery, or it's kind of like a treasure hunter campaign in a way, and all that sort of stuff. Could be battle for territory, fragmenting, voted into warring faction type stuff. That could work. That could work. Ooh, you know what? So the Soulbound could also be a good idea for this, like the Soulbound versus the Zhao. But what about the Kalani Council versus the Zhao? That could be interesting. It's faction wars and such. That could be very much interesting. Let them fight. I like this. I like this a lot. No bias there. No bias there. Now, what would be okay? So let's I'm gonna write this down. So if that's the case, if let's say the council and the Zhao, and maybe even the Vulcan, get them involved or whatever. But regardless, if these two factions are going against one another, what is the reason why Voden Fables has to do it? Now, I already have another reason in the back of my head that will kind of, I wouldn't say force them, but it's going to be the plot hook that they kind of need. But besides that, what is the other reward that they get for accomplishing said thing and building up rapport with the Kalani Council or the Zhao Dynasty? Now, remember, Voden Fables, they're not like secret spies or super agents or anything like that. That's all. We already kind of established that, like, that is a rule. You can't like try to intentionally spread information or share secrets on differing groups and all that stuff. We already know that. But what could entice them to kind of want to work for them? Like, I'm thinking like this is the quest that you don't really want to do, but you can't really refuse the reward that comes with it, right? Leveling up is the reward in weapons. You know, Phoenix, I was actually thinking about that in my head. What if it's a level up? What if it's a guaranteed level up? Maybe it's an area that fables to have their own little home base. Maybe. Well, no, I don't want to do that, because I know that in the Mushroom Kingdom and the Desert Village Valera, I was butchering the name, but they basically they're providing like lodging at like the higher levels or higher faction rapport and all that stuff, right? So I probably wouldn't want to take that away from them. Emperor says maybe the summoned are summoned by a brand of a corrupt keeper, the brand that forced them to complete a quest. Oh no, don't worry, I got the idea. You already gave me an idea for that. You don't got to keep giving. You don't got to keep giving me ideas at that point, Ambrose, about that. You don't got to threaten me with a freaking fun old time for some good old lore writing. I'm thinking maybe. So leveling up could be one thing. Magic or specific magic item could be another thing. I mean, you always get magic items anyways for Voden Fables. What's something that you just don't necessarily get from any of the other groups? Okay. So one thing, it could be a level up, and it could be a specific artifact. That's not, I mean, it is the magic item at the end of the day, but it could be like a little bit of a miniature boost. Oh, I know what it could be. I know exactly what it could be. An ASI increase or a feat. Boom. Easy. I could probably throw away the level up and then I could just easily do that. An ASI or feat. Easy. If someone said that you could get a free ASI that could go above 20, or you could get a feat for free by doing this Voden Fables quest, oh my god. Can 7 souls do this quest? No, but you can play in Voden Fables. Sign me in, sign me up. That's what it's Phoenix. All right, yes. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. An ASI or a feat is the reward, besides the other thing, and all that stuff. That is the or an epic boon. Epic boons are a really strong showcase. They're like, have you seen them? Those are some crazy shits. Those are some crazy sort of thing. I've received and given ASI feats as a massive reward before. It feels great. Yeah, let's do that. All right, we're locking it in. We're doing that sort of thing. Just for 1d3. Oh, for 1d3 games. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm just curious. Let me look at epic boons for 5e, because I always forget what they're all about. So let's look. Take a little peeksies. Epic boons, like they're nuts. They are 100% nuts. I think this is right. Like epic boons, they're here, correct? Pretty sure this is it. Okay. Boon of luck. Oh god, you gain 1 9th level spell slot provided you already have one. Oh no. Your hit point maximum increases by 40. Jesus Christ. You can give yourself a plus 20 to a bonus to a ranged attack roll you make. Once you use the spoon, you can't use it until a short rest. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are nuts. These are nuts. Boon of true sight. Oh, hell nah. Hell no. Some of these are cool. Some of these are like really like perfectly fine. Others, like this one is fucking stupid. And like the plus 20 to hit, like my god. Imagine that for a clash. Imagine a plus 20 bonus to a clash. Might be able to fight the plus 55 gunslinger. Hey, maybe so. Maybe so. Oh man, maybe we could work with some homebrew feats that fit the factions. Oh, that could be cool. I don't know if I have the time to make a bunch of homebrew feats and all that stuff, but I think that'd be cool for sure. Only 1d3 games, and it's something that'll keep them coming back for more. I mean, it will, but I think an ASI and a feat will kind of already accomplish that, to be honest. Like that's something that's permanent too. I think that'll be okay. Okay. Let's talk about this. So the two rival factions. So, all right. So here's where I'm at. Part of me is like, okay, I kind of want to include the dynasty. Well, no, we probably wouldn't be able to include the dynasty. We probably wouldn't be able to include 3 factions. We wouldn't be able to do so because I can only run 2 games maximum for Vote and Fables, right? Like before my head like implodes. So what if instead, do we want to roll for the factions or do we just want to choose them? So the Vulcan is kind of weird because it's like they're not really like a super united thing. They're kind of just spread out and about. I'm debating. Should we do the council and the dynasty? Yeah, I think we'll let the Vulcan build up their rapport and like what they're all about probably during the tournament arc. But for right now, let's get the ones with the most notoriety. Let's get the council and let's get the dynasty. Okay, next up. Now chat, we need to figure out exactly what we need to, or what is the thing that they're going to be fighting over. What is the resource that they need to fight over? Now it has to be something that you can find multiple times and in multiple locations. What would that be? And we can figure out where it's gonna be on a bit. What would the thing that they would be trying to look for? Soul coins, sure. We can always say soul coins for whatever reason, sure, I guess. But I think we can do something a little bit better. What could it be? What could it be? Is there anything in D&D 5e that's like a normal magic item? Or like an artifact or whatever that you can kind of use? A new type of mana crystal, an astral crystal, came to birth after the tree incident. That's an interesting idea. An astral crystal. What can an astral crystal do? Well, when I think of astral, I think of cosmic death, or it could lead to gaining memories, or it could lead to astral crystal. What the fuck is that gonna do? Okay. Also, thank you for the follow of Giveth. I appreciate you for joining in. Let me know how your day's been. I think. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough. They are fighting for fragments of an astral crystal. And astral crystal, or an astral crystal could do. Oh no. I think I know what it could do. I think I know exactly what it could do. Oh no. Alright, SenseiSuplex just got a light bulb in their head. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it at all. So, enhances your mark, or and you gain a memory you've forgotten. Oh no, you're thinking small there. Thinking small. You're not thinking big enough. Let's just say It allows, or once forged, it allows an individual to pull power from a funny individual. Certain entity. I will keep hidden for now. I wouldn't want to give away all the secrets. It's the, and I'm gonna put in, I'm gonna write this in parentheses. This is for myself. It's the funny one. All right. I don't know what that means, but you guys won't. It will allow an individual to pull power from a certain entity. And I'll leave it at that. And how long? Temporarily. Well, it's gonna be a temporarily thing, and we can deal with the consequences of that later. But and why do they want it? To wipe out their enemies for the upcoming war. Their enemies for the upcoming war. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. As a means to destroy the corruption, ultimately. All right, cool, and all that sort of stuff. Hold on. Giveth came up with a good idea. That, or it's some fragment of an ancient god that whispers promises of power to those that find it. Oh, don't worry, Giveth. You're on the right track, my friend. You're on the right track. Even though you may have not necessarily watched the likes of Soulbound or Voden, or what we're talking about when it comes to these astral crystals, me and you, we're on the same wavelength, my friend. Same wavelength. Maddie Bo says, so Sensei, will you be having a meeting on how Foundry will work later in the month? I can, but I want to make sure that everybody actually pitches their games first, one step at a time, because yeah, I just want to do the one step at a time, and then we'll get everybody set up with Foundry and all that. So I think that's why we're saying, if I haven't put the announcement in, I should have, but after like this week or so, once everybody's pitched stuff, then we can move on to the next step. But we're just gonna wait that little week now. Maybe some astral parasite that can control minds. I'm gonna write that down. I have an idea for that. I have an idea. I'm gonna write that down. I like that. Giveth. Wouldn't that be some sort of a lift of tadpole? Something like that. Teehee. All right. So let's write this down, and then afterwards we're going to do a little quick break, and then we're going to jump on into the likes of Foundry and more. Okay, so first let's do the pitch. So, pitch of the adventure. Nerd Holla, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you guys for joining on in. Holy crap. JJ the official, thank you so much for the likes of the follow. Appreciate you guys for joining on in. Welcome adventurers. Hope you guys are having an awesome and epic day. You guys are freaking fantastic, and special shout out to you, Nerd Holla, for sharing the likes of basically all the little fun and all the love. So for those of you guys, actually we're just gonna take a break in a second, but hey, we could just do it right now. So for those of you guys who don't know me and everything that I do, essentially my name is SenseiSuplex, and I'm a professional dungeon master who runs this giant living persistent universe where essentially everything that any of the dungeon masters sort of run in this universe, and anything that I run in the universe, they affect each other in a multitude of ways. So they all sort of leave their mark in some way, shape, or form. Even the viewers get to leave their mark in some way, shape, or form, whether it be by giving out inspo to the likes of the players, changing the weather, helping with world building, helping with adventure creation like this right now, and a ton of differing ways. So hey, if that sounds remotely interesting to you guys are at the right spot. We're talking D&D, we're planning more and more world building, doing all this sort of craziness, and we're just having a great time, just chilling, relaxing. So yeah, Nerd Holla, what was your stream about? Let me know. The likes of chat. I actually saw you live a little earlier ago, and I was like, oh, that seems pretty cool. That seems pretty neat what they're doing. So yeah, let me know how everything went. Okay, so pitch the adventure. So what we're doing right now is we're coming up with this specific adventure for our West Marches camp, or kind of like Adventurers League, West Marches-esque kind of campaign that we've been running recently. And we've been getting the likes of chat to help out when it comes to or come up with the adventure idea and design. So the pitch of the adventure is the Colony Council and the Zhao Dynasty have gained access or have learned through means of scrying. Now, this isn't really, this isn't like super insane. Like everybody knows the Kalani Council and the Zhao Dynasty have been scrying on the likes of the Soulbound since day one. Learn through the means of scrying. Via the Soulbound about the Spirits Guild Hall. As they've learned about this phenomenon, one individual from each faction has gained knowledge of fragments of a certain artifact, artifact that could provide an insurmountable amount of power to a wielder. For these two factions, it is paramount that they get this, or that they wield this artifact before any of the other rival factions become the wiser. Now, we've had adventures in the likes of the desert. We've had adventures in the likes of the in the valley. What if we had an adventure? Well, we could do this. Oh man, we could do this a multitude of ways. We could either do this. We could have it where there are. This is an adventure that's going to take place in all three places of Voden, or we can have this thing take place completely in the taiga, because there hasn't been an adventure that's been in the taiga yet, right? Oh man, I like this. I like this. Nerd Hollow says, I was building up a horde of silent screaming mind-controlled villagers for my homebrew campaign. Oh god, that sounds terrifying. Definitely in the or right in time after a little bit of Spooky Fest happening yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, Halloween and all that. Bro, I've got a list of taiga quests if you need them. So we're not looking for taiga quests, more so looking to use the taiga for the environment. That's what I was sort of thinking. I think there's no reason not to. I think we should probably have it where it's scattered across Voden. Now, the way they're going to be doing this is via a transportation system that we will talk more about later. The fragments have been located across all of Voden, and it is a race, or a treasure hunting race, to acquire these before the other does. All right, so that is the general idea of this thing. Oh wait, hold on. However, be careful once you obtain these crystals, because fool around and your soul might forever be bound. See, there's a little bit of lore secrets and all that stuff for that. Okay, I'm just gonna let the conspiracy theorists for the likes of Soulbound and Voden just go crazy with that information and knowledge. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Oh boy. Max Fish says, nah, leave the Floridians to their own, Sammy, aka the Tigans. Garage just doesn't have anything to reward them with. That's why she hasn't posted any quests yet. Makes sense. Some moral tales of hubris. There are creepy evil routes you could go with too. B409 is a good example of a terrifying crystal entity. Interesting. I never heard of that before. Some more tales of hubris you could weave in there. Interesting. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Now that we have the pitch of the adventure, I don't know what you're talking about, Showcase. But now that we know the adventure and more, let's get into actually planning such adventure. We're gonna go into Voden Fables. We're going to make a new folder. We're gonna call this, right now, for lack of a better, and anybody in chat, if you guys have an idea for the name of this sort of thing, then by all means go for it. And post it down below. So we're gonna call this treasure hunt. We're gonna make it orange because screw it, why not? All right, bam. All right, so this is the treasure hunt mission. Now we're going to do a couple things. We're going to do so we're going to need to make a couple of folders. We're gonna make the Kalani Council folder. We're gonna make this greenish, and we're gonna make the Zhao Dynasty folder. We're gonna make this red. All right. Now, what we're trying to do is we're just basically like doing a little bit of organization, setting stuff up now, and then we're going to do exploration maps. So, what this is gonna look like is we're going to have 3 maps each. So I'm thinking 9 encounters or 9 maps, 3 in the desert, 3 in the taiga, and then 3 in the valley. And we're going to be using the likes of the Mad Cartographer for help with maps like this. Okay. It's going to be kind of, I imagine, like the Hades campaign, where it's going to be each area, each location is kind of like a mini, so it's just a mini encounter. You're just going to encounter to encounter to encounter. It's not necessarily focused too much on travel and all that stuff. It's more so we got to hurry up and find this, and we got to do it now. We got to just keep going, going, going. Speed run it. Speed run it. Okay. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. And if we really want to go crazy with this, we can, if we still want to have some like crossover or like have some players be some quest givers, we can have, if any of the Soulbound, if you guys are interested in chat, if you guys want to play as any of the Kalani Council or the Zhao Dynasty, just as a quest giver, or some of the generals or commanders or whatever, just for the sake of it, I would by all means love that. That would be super freaking cool. I think that'd just be dope. Okay. Let's go into this part. We need to do an outline of what is the kind of like the outline of the adventure, like what is the order of events. And after this, we're going to take a little break and we're going to talk a little about a couple things. The outline of events, and it's going to be synonymous across both campaigns because they're kind of doing the exact same thing, right? They're doing the exact same thing. It's more so which side do you want to play for. You want to play for the Kalani Council in the desert, or you want to play for the Zhao Dynasty in the valley. Doesn't really matter. The theming and the like aesthetic and the feeling of these environments is going to be the thing that's going to differentiate them, right? And also the aesthetic of yourselves. Now we might do this. We can get a little crazy with this. We can go where maybe the players are still playing their Vote and Fables characters, or maybe they're playing like differing. Maybe they're playing like Zhao Dynasty agents. Maybe they're playing the likes of the Kalani Council, and you can get as wacky or funny as you want. Like if you want to make your character stupid, then that's fine. Just to be like because you're basically role playing the enemy. You know, you're role playing the enemy at the end of the day, and it's always fun. Giveth says Team Rocket style encounters with rival treasure hunters. maybe. Well, the rival treasure hunters are going to be the other team. You know, the other, because remember it's 2 campaigns, but they're doing the same thing. They're active, like the 2 groups or adventuring parties are going to be actively going against one another. So it's going to be, they're going to be kind of their own Team Rockets, right? So, oh god, I'm not even gonna look at what you guys are talking about. You're talking about Vote and Wendy's or some shit. This is like Burger King versus Arby's. Oh no. Oh god. Oh goodness. All right, outline events. So first things first. So the first thing is we need the description of the environment or setting. That is essential. Next, we're going to need a description / intro of the faction. Next, we'll need a quest giver we're going to need a quest giver to basically introduce the likes of the individuals and go from there. So quest giver to introduce the likes of the players and explain the mission. Burger Kalani's versus Zarbi. Who you want to work for? Burger Kalani or Zarbi's? I'm fucking done. Shut the hell up, Max. Oh my god. All right, yo, this is only someone needs to Photoshop this. I'm giving you guys a quest. One of you guys in chat, please Photoshop this. And if you, okay, hold on. If you Photoshop it, I might make this the poster for the campaign. I might make it. Oh my God, go crazy with that. So quest giver to introduce selects the players and explain the mess. And then an individual or the individual to explain how they will be transporting across all of Voden. And then we need a planning phase on, this is mainly a party only, where the party can decide where they will start going to look for treasure or look for the fragments. And then after that is all the encounters for each location. And then it's going to be turning the quest in. So we're going to do two things. So we're going to have 7A, which is 7A, which is you return the likes of the quest successfully. And then we're going to have 7B, turning the quest in, plus you didn't get the fragment. And just a couple of smaller sort of things. We're going to just add a little dashes here. So we're going to say you get the ASI and a cinematic for powering up all that stuff and being freed. And for this one, what should be the consolation prize for if you didn't necessarily win? Because I was mentioning this before. I want it to be something where it's like you still, you get something, even though you may not get the big reward, but you get something. What would that be? Whether that's like, it doesn't have to be an actual like item. It could be information. It could be just like but it has to be just something. Sensei, honest, which question? Which faction is more awful to work for? Because we both know they're bad, but which is worse? Well, worse is subjective. I can't really tell you too much about the Kalani Council because that's spoilers. You guys don't know about the Kalani too much. Same thing with the Zhao, really, because you guys haven't really gotten into the into exactly what the factions are about. You kind of only know surface level stuff, and then the Council is just almost a complete question mark, right? I would say if you're one individual who doesn't like moral quandary, the Council will probably be the worst for you. The Zhao does awful stuff and they wear it on their sleeve. It's not as bad as probably the Council, but it's more of like, okay, if you worked for the Zhao, everybody would know you're bad and you're evil, and you'd have to be okay with that, right? Sounds okay, cool. But for the Council, it's more of, it's kind of like, okay, without really saying anything or without spoiling stuff, imagine the what are they called? It's from the boys. What's the faction called for the boys with Homelander, A-Train, all that stuff? Someone in chat will let me know. It's VOT. Yeah, it's like working for the Kalani Council is like working for VOT. The 7, yeah, the 7, all that sort of stuff. There we go. It's like working for them. It's like, you will be praised, sure, but are you okay with the stuff you're gonna be doing? And the answer is probably no. Oh man, I still need to watch that show, Phoenix. That show is freaking fantastic. When are they gonna actually release another season? Oh, does anybody know when they're gonna release another season for the boys? Oh man, please let me know. Garden Goth, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you for joining on in. Maybe they could get a passive income for the rest of the campaign, like X Factor. Winner gets Christmas single, gets the Christmas single, but the runner-ups seem to have a longer career. Oh, okay. Something that's ongoing. What would that be? What would that be? What's something in D&D that's kind of ongoing? What could some farmland, a person? Well, the vote and it would work, but the vote and fable was individuals. They don't really care about like food or water because they already get that kind of provided to them, so it doesn't work in that scenario. Also, Lady Soldier, welcome. Morning. What are we talking about? We're talking about our adventure that we're planning out right now. Here, let me switch screens for you. Yeah, so we're basically planning out a little bit of a campaign or adventure that's going to be utilizing two differing parties, and they're going to be pitting them against one another. It's going to be super cool. Also, sup, obscure persona. So trauma, that is what they get. Oh no, we don't want to give them trauma as a reward. Maxfish says adventurers don't have long going things, we are freelancers. Oh man. Madral says no, but they're posting some behind the scenes pics and shit on Twitter for the next season of The Boys. I get you. Preferential rates for offense for rare, special, dodgy treasure. I'm trying to think of like in the span or the scope of like what they could actively sort of use. Okay, I got an idea. What if it's something like they give them an item that isn't fully activated yet, but if they do certain things, it can activate at a certain time or like later down the line, right? So like this is a very bad example, very bad example. Like let's say it was a rune of flying, right? The rune doesn't work, but like if they do certain things where I don't know, they acquire 500 gold, then the rune of flying activates, and then boom, you got a rune of flying. You know, obviously that's a bad example, but you get the general idea of what I'm talking about. So maybe something like that. Also waiting for Invincible Season 2. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting so long for Invincible Season 2. You have no idea. Currently the Rangers are bound to one character. Would this give a +1 so we could have a character on each side? That'd be interesting. Maybe. Pay to win flying. Oh no. Rune rotation until it upgrades to the Rune of Flying. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's neat. Or charge remotely, or a receiving crystal that provides a spell a week, or a summonable servant. Huh, okay, now you're thinking. What if it's like a... What if it's a rune that stores a spell of the player's choice in it, and you can cast said spell once per long rest, and it's not fully done yet, but maybe like after a session or two it'll fully activate, right? Oh man, maybe we can do something like that. Do you need to pay to get said rune of pay to win? No, we're not doing that. Also, okay, let's write this down and then I'm gonna read what people are saying in chat. So we're gonna say a rune or a magical rune. A rune containing a spell of the player's choice. Like a level 1 spell. Nothing too crazy, because they did lose at the end of the day. One spell of the player's choice. And until I think of something better, after 2 sessions, the rune activates and they can use the spell once per long rest. Or maybe I should just give it to him immediately. Is there a reason why? No, I don't think there is a reason. Oh, I got a better idea. Let's do it this way. After an individual gets 3 kills, the rune activates and they can use the spell once per long rest. I like that. So they just gotta track kills and all that. But that's fine. That's fine. Just like a bloodstone or a blood rune. Interesting. Okay, let's see what we got here. So let's read chat and more now that we got the outline of events going down. Oh no, we got something big. So GM's perspective. Why, dude? Why don't they listen? I don't want to prep a session readying for a TPK when they are 1 to 4 sessions from completing the campaign, but want a sidetrack to fight something they should not. Oh, tell me about it. What's going on? What's going on, GM's perspective? Let me know in chat. Let me know. What's happening? That sounds a little intense. Garden Goth says just a quality of life enhancement. Even like a portable camp spirits that mean the adventurer are always fed, warm, and sheltered in the wild. Yeah, I mean, they already get that, though. That's the only issue. That's what I was kind of saying from before. Now, obviously, you wouldn't know that because you haven't necessarily been in the campaigns and streams and all that stuff. So, more than fine. But yeah, they kind of already get that, which is the only issue with it right now. Dang. So, I think for right now, we'll just leave it the Blood Rune idea until we think of something better. Yeah, we'll just leave it there until we think of something better. Okay. So, now that we got that sort of set up, we're going to go to the we got about 30 more minutes in the likes of the stream, so we gotta start planning a couple of adventures and more, or we gotta start looking for some maps. So what I like to use, we use Mad Cartographer for a bunch of these maps, and they've just been super helpful, so we might as well. So let's start thinking of we're gonna look through a couple of these maps and more, and we're going to see if there's anything that we like, and if we don't see anything else that to meet the 3 threshold, then what we're going to do is we're just going to look it up on Incarnate, and you guys in chat will actually be able to just give an idea for a scenario that we want to actually use in the for the maps and all that. Oh boy. All right, chat. So before we continue on, here's the thing. You see this thing? Hold on. Yeah, you see this thing right here? I'm pointing at it. This is the sub goal. If you guys don't know, you aren't aware. Actually, no, hold on. I'll tell you what. Why even tell you? Why even tell you? I'm gonna just show you. I'll just show you. Give me 2 seconds. We'll be right back. All right, chat. So if you look over, you may see the likes of this sub goal down below. And the thing is, if I end up getting or meet this 100 sub goal by the likes of Saturday, then what I will do, I will wear the DM's outfits. It is right here. I have it already. Oh my god, I hate this fucking wig. Its hair is all over everything. I will wear this monstrosity for the entire stream for Shumapalooza, one of the biggest events that we have been working on for all of Project Aurora. I hate this outfit because of this stupid thing. This little terrible wig that I don't have a comb for and more. And it's actually awful. This is the, if you don't know, this is the official Dungeon Master outfit for the likes of the D&D TV show from way back when. It is absolutely hideous, horrible, and more. But I will wear it if we're able to reach that sub goal. We're only 1/10 of the way there. Just need a little bit more. We need a little bit more. What if someone bought you a better wig? No, I refuse. It's not the outfit then. It is not the outfit if we don't wear the wig. I know, I realize it's terrible, and I have to sort of suffer for it. But also, what we're also doing is, if you guys sub to the likes of the stream, every single time I will be doing 3 push-ups for every single sub. So right now, I believe we're at 33 push-ups. Make sure. Yes, so it's 30 push-ups. Actually, no, we're at 36 push-ups. 36 push-ups. Yeah. So if you guys want, and we're gonna be doing this at the end of the stream. So if you want to see me suffer and more as we bring back the likes of the Rose Get Fit Challenge, be sure to drop the likes of a sub. Check to see if you have a Twitch Prime sub. Actually, right now they're completely free. It's the beginning of the month. You probably do have it somewhere and more. And if you want to save it, you might want to even save, or you might even want to save it for tomorrow. Who knows? But just make sure to actually use it and help support us, because this is the way how we get money. We do this sort of thing full time, and that is what pays the likes of the bills and keeps the lights on and more. So you'd be doing us a huge favor. But if you want to see that, that is what you got to do. Okay, everybody, let's go to the next sort of thing. Oh boy. Also, JC Victory, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Also, JC Victory, how has your day been? How's your day been? What do you got sort of planned for the rest of the sort of day? And also, Gardenga, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support and love, guys. Data 42 MG, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You guys are coming on in with all the follows. That's what we're talking about. We need only one more follow before we hit the 5th or the 5 follower goal. Someone just join on in. Join in the likes and the fun and more. We do basically all these giant living universe streamed games where I run all these games and they can affect each other in a big and small way. So if you want to see more about that, if you want to see more of these sort of hangout streams, then be sure to leave a follow on the likes of here. Be sure to like the video over on YouTube and support there. Do what you got to do, because every little bit helps me out. All right, we're going to adjust the sub goal to 13 out of 100. That's going to be 39 push-ups. Jesus Christ. The worst part about it is I did arms yesterday, so yeah, this is gonna be rough. I'm already extremely sore, so you can make me even more sore and make it even worse. JC Victory says, having a good day, working and enjoying hearing you talk about D&D. Yeah, and if there's anything, if you want me to talk about certain topics, so like one D&D or just the new Lunar Sorcerer and all that stuff, or just in general about anything, about TTRPGs and all that stuff, then be sure to just drop it down below in chat and we can start a conversation. Dataroll says, unfortunately, don't have audio on this as I'm in a meeting, but hope to join later. Excited by what I'm reading. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, they can't hear me, so thank you. Max Fish says, I want to play the new Lunar Sorcerer. It looks so fun. The last time I saw that Sorcerer subclass, it looked broken as hell. But I don't know if they probably updated it and such. And also, yo, 10 below. Yo, how's it going? How's it going? Oh man, if it isn't one of Gloriana the Goose God's disciples. Oh goodness gracious. But yeah, there's a new Sorcerer subclass and such, and it got revealed a little while ago. Actually, you guys want to check it out real quick? You guys want to check it out? We can do that. Lunar Sorcerer. Is this it? I don't know if this is the actual chat. You will be able to let me know whether this is the correct one or not. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Max. Because I was not sure if this is it. Copy. Because I wasn't sure if I was looking at the old one or the new one. Okay, we got a lot of stuff here. We got a lot of stuff. My God. Okay, so we're gonna swap scenes for 2 seconds. Actually, we're gonna swap over to this one. Okay, so Lunar Sorcery, subclass features. Also, let me add a little thingy over here. Alright, I'll add it right here. Okay, so when you choose a subclass at first level, you channel your magic through the power of the moon's phases: full moon, new moon, or crescent moon, unlocking different abilities and skill sets for each lunar phase. As a Lunar Sorcery sorcerer, you'll learn a whopping 15 additional spells as you level. Wow. Additionally, when you finish a long rest, you'll choose whether you're channeling the power of the full moon, new moon, or crescent moon. When you choose a phase, you can cast the associated first level spell once per day and without expending a spell slot. Interesting, okay. Moonfire. You learn the Sacred Flame cantrip, and you can choose to cast it at 2 targets within 5 feet of each other, instead of only casting the spell at 1 target. Certain circumstances, this would constitute a free use of Twin Spell. Even better, when compared to Acid Splash, a spell with similar mechanics, the spell's casting of Sacred Flame deals more damage. Interesting. Okay. And that is a thing that happens for all the differing phases. Okay, interesting. Lunar Boons. What is this? Each lunar embodiment phase becomes associated with 2 schools of magic. Whenever you use meta magic on a spell from a school of magic associated with your current lunar embodiment phase, you're going to reduce your sorcery points spent by 1. Yo, that's really good. You can do so a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. And this even works on meta magic options that only cost 1 sorcery point. At 5th level, that's 3 free uses of distance spell. Oh my God. or subtle spell? Holy shit. Yo, what? That is nutty. That is actually kind of nuts. Okay, interesting. Waxing and waning, the second 6th level feature. They have another one? Jesus Christ. After that, I mean, oh my god, I wouldn't expect it. That seems like really good. I'm surprised they gave it another one. What is this one though? Now you can shift your lunar embodiment phase on a whim. For the cost of a bonus action and 1 sorcery point, you can enter a new lunar embodiment phase. In addition, you can cast 1 1st level spell for each lunar phase once per day. Yada yada. This new feature makes you highly adaptable and allows you to quickly switch your phases when presented with new challenges. Interesting. So from what I'm getting at this is definitely okay. So before we continue on, my first thoughts. This is a subclass for sorcerer that is very difficult. A new player probably would not want to really play the likes of this class because it's a lot to sort of manage. 1, you're playing a full caster. 2, you're playing a sorcerer, which is actually a lot more difficult than a wizard. 3, I stand by this statement. And 3, you're a stance changer. You're a freaking stance changer. Now, though it is difficult, the reason why the sorcerer class is probably my favorite spellcasting class in 5th edition is because it's difficult. And you have to think on how you want to approach situations. Now, looking at this freaking seems amazing. This seems so freaking cool. A lot of versatility and more, which is all about what the the sorcerer is about. It's not spell versatility. It's more of like how you can manipulate the spells and make them more versatile, right? So this is interesting for sure. I like it. I like it a lot. Is it more on the busted side of things? Possibly. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. This is probably one of those classes where you're gonna have to play test and go from there. It's more of like sorcerer is kind of already weak. Like rules is written sorcerer is kind of already weak anyways. So it's kind of like, it's just like it's a good sorcerer subclass is what it is. It's just good. It is just good. Let's continue on. Let's keep reading. Lunar empowerment. 14th level, so this is where pretty much no one's ever going to get this unless you intentionally play to a 14th level. But you further embody your lunar phase, bolster allied skill checks, improve your own ability to sneak and avoid attacks while in darkness, or boost your innate defenses depending on the lunar phase you're in. With waxing and waning allowing you to shift lunar phase with ease, lunar empowerment allows you to have an answer for nearly any scenario. I see. Well, it's a little bit difficult to see exactly what you're kind of going to be doing. Because they don't really give exactly what you do. Yeah. What can you do about it? Showcase says over on Twitch, full versatility versus mechanical versatility equals wizard versus sorcerer, 100%. Okami Bites, also welcome to the stream over on YouTube. Can you fix the Mystic class? No, I cannot. That class is far beyond repair. It is beyond repair. I can't fix that if I tried. Oh man. The Lunar Phenomenon. As a bonus action or as a part of a bonus action, you can use to switch lunar embodiment phases. You can unleash the power of your current lunar embodiment phase. And in the full moon phase, you burst with light, blinding nearby hostile creatures and healing one allied creature of your choice. Oh, that's cool. A new moon, you reduce enemy speed and become invisible. A crescent moon, you teleport to yourself and one other creature and grant yourselves resistance to all damage until the start of your next turn. And you don't have to limit yourself to choosing one of these per day. You can use each of these lunar phenomenon abilities once per long rest, or spend 5 sorcery points again if you have a favorite. This is, oh my god. This is like, I like this. This is a great ability. It is. Like, it's at 18th level, it's not super insane compared to like what you're gonna be facing, but it's like, it feels powerful, but it doesn't feel like actually stupid broken. And there's things that you can kind of do. Now if someone was like, if this class was in the right hands, this could be one of the scariest subclasses ever. Like, this could be a very scary subclass, and all that. If you have an individual who's willing to like really dive deep in like exactly what is possible with this thing. Maybe while Dreadlord's not here, maybe for my Friday campaign, maybe I'll start, you know, specking into Sorcerer soon. And, you know, because my character's name is Moon, maybe they want to become a, you know, perhaps a lunar sorcerer, maybe by chance. Who knows? But you didn't hear that from me. Oh, jokes aside, yeah, this is a dope subclass. I like it. I like the aesthetic of it. I like this. I love stance changing. I'm a sucker for stance changing. Like, I love it. I really do. I was kind of mentioning this to Madral earlier about, I think I did. I think maybe I did. I mentioned it to somebody about making a sort of stance changer subclass next for PA. I don't know. Maxfist says, watch me make a Felios, but with only 3 guns. Over on Twitch. I see you. I see you. Okami Bites, thank you for the subscription over on YouTube. And also, hey everybody, if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video over on YouTube. It does help us out tremendously. Be sure to also go subscribe to the channel on YouTube. The more subscriptions that we get, we might be able to reach 1,100 subs before Saturday. Oh man. But Sean is like, nah. What do you mean, nah, bro? You shut. All right, hold on, Sean. All right, hold on, Sean. I got bone to pick with you. Don't you fucking dare say, oh, I want to multi-class into sorcerer, fucking with your goddamn crescents on your freaking skirt character, man. All right. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. I came in here. I was the original. I was the one who's gonna be called Moon. Who's gonna have a moon aesthetic. And here comes in la-di-da-di-da-di-da, skipping their way in to Curse of Dread with this whole moon aesthetic, ripping me off. You're lucky I don't put that character 10 feet down into the dirt. I'm gonna put them 6 feet under. First off, Mort put that in. Well, hey, you accepted it. You accepted it. By not changing it, you agreed to it. And now it's Moon versus Nyx. It's Moon versus Nyx. Oh man. That's funny. That is hilarious. Oh goodness. All right. I mean, something's gonna happen with those moons shortly. Yeah, it's gonna be freaking me. I don't know, beating the shit out of you and taking the skirt for myself and then wearing it. Yeah, Moon's gonna start wearing the moon skirt. I don't fucking know. Oh god. Wait, hold on. I mean, something's gonna happen with those moons shortly. Oh no, I feel like this is this. I feel like you're hinting towards that little last thing that you got in Friday's game for Curse of Strahd. I feel like that's what you're talking about. This little strange power up. Oh my god. Who knows? Who knows? All right. So with that, let's go back into the planning for this adventure. Let's get going. Let's get going. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is we need 3 maps for 3 different settings. We need 3 maps for the desert, 3 maps for a valley, which is kind of like a Asian-esque inspired sort of setting, and then we need 3 maps for more of a Viking snowy scape or snowy hellscape setting, right? So let's get into this. So I have a couple maps that I've been looking at, and we're going to be just looking at them and seeing if there's anything that seems relatively interesting. Now, some of these maps I've already kind of used, and we want them to be just really, really small encounter maps that aren't really like too crazy or too big, you know? I'm keeping this desert summoning map for secrets at some point. Okay, here's what we got out of the maps right now. So we have this little bone skill. What is that, 7th map? Hey, don't worry about it. Oh, you'll see. It's okay. So the 7th map is basically like a giant sort of worm thing, and all that stuff. Like it's literally like it's the mouth of a worm, and all that. Cause you can see the little bristles of it. It's I forgot where it's from. I think it's kind of like a. I think it's a reference to maybe like Star Wars. I forgot where it's a reference to. I cannot remember for the life of me. Yeah, that's what it is. That's disgusting. Exactly. That's Navro's grave. Yeah. Oh man. All right, so we have this. We have the desert canyon, and all that. I can't think of anything for an encounter for that. Desert skeleton, I could probably think of it. We could probably have like some undead skeletons come up, and it's gonna be like a little combat encounter. I think this is pretty good. Let's look at the desert spa. The desert spa looks interesting and cool. I don't know. Well, maybe they could fight like some water elementals in here. It's a crate dragon from Star Wars. I butchered that name. Yeah, okay. I figured it was from Star Wars because that's the reason why they have the that's the reason why they have this little thingy where I can actually use it as a token and just fly over and all that. Yeah, yeah. It's good to have like a little have a Star Wars nerd at the handy. So this desert spa, we can probably do something with it. I'm pretty sure me and Shaq could probably think of something for it. Also, Jammy, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you for joining on in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see, let's see. Also, let me know how your day's been, Jamie. Appreciate you for stopping by. So this desert road, let's look at this. This is a pretty decent thing. It's more like a traveling encounter rather than anything, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. There's a Frostbrand sword in there. Oh god. And then here's an oasis, right? I'm thinking the oasis, the spa, and then the skeleton, right? I'm thinking these sort of maps. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag these maps over here. We don't want the desert road. We're going to drag the desert oasis here. Like the desert spa here. Okay. So now we got that set up. What we're going to do is we're going to show you guys off, and we're going to be using the likes of our sponsor for this stream for it. But Jamie says, my day has been great, mate. How about you? It's been pretty good, pretty good. It just started a little while ago. We're just hanging out with the likes of chat, stream, and D&D and more. It's just fun. I miss doing these sort of streams. I really do, because it's just pretty chill and just like talking. I actually get to do work while hanging out with you all. Just while you guys are just shit talking in the likes of chat, you know? So, we love it. Love it. So, here's what I got for you guys. Now, what we're going to be doing is... Now, one thing that I've always struggled with, I mentioned this before at the beginning of the stream, is I've always struggled with the likes of describing environments, describing what things look like. What we're going to be doing is we are going to be using the likes of Describe, the sponsor of today's stream, and more. They're going to be able to help us out when it comes to descriptions. Now, if you don't know what Describe is, they're basically a little website where you guys can actually or type in any sort of thing that you kind of need, and it will pull up a sort of pre-generated text sort of thing that you can use to help describe things in the likes of your D&D game. So you can see right here for Purify Food and Drink, you as a dungeon master could kind of use this, or as a player you could use this, where you can help describe exactly what things look like. So you can be like, all right, as you begin to cast Purify Food and Drink, you gesture broadly towards the objects before you, and a slight wind picks up. Any mold, impurities, or corruption vanishes with the wind, taken like ash on the breeze. And you can use this as a little bit of description of or flavor text for the likes of yours, or for any of your player spells, or even spells that you cast as a player and more. Now, what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for a desert oasis. So let's see what we can find over here. They got an oasis, oasis pagoda, desert oasis. Over here, let's look at the desert oasis, right? I might not be logged in. Yeah, hold on, I'm not logged in. Let me log in real quick. Yes, continue with Google. Yes, that one. Did it? Hey, there we go. All right, let's try that again. All right, so desert oasis. I don't think we can use that one due to the C word in there. Yeah, you may have to change that one. You might have to change that one. All right, so desert oasis. So this is for this is like a landmark, right? So I'm gonna probably be using the likes of this description for this little map. So I could be like, amidst the mountainous dunes and scorching sands, at the center of an arid wasteland, a gleaming emerald waits. Lush greenery surrounds at a glistening lake, and a herd grazes in the verdant grass. Palm trees provide ample shade, and flowering plants scent the air with a subtle, pleasant perfume. Fresh water, ripe fruit, shade. I wonder if you've ever seen something so beautiful in all your life. And this could be like the intro or the opening flavor text for this scene. Now, it gets even better because Describe actually has a module in Foundry BTT where you can actually just drag these flavor texts in to the likes of your D&D game. So I can just drag this in right here. Boop. Desert Oasis. And yeah, we're just gonna close that. Oh, hold on, I always forget how to do it. Foundry sometimes. I know you can just like click on this and it'll just show it right here, but more so I'm trying to make a little let's see. Oh, I think I did it wrong when I dragged it in. Desert Oasis. We're going to update map. No, there we go. I just had to hit that. So yeah, so basically the players won't see this, like they won't see the little book icon, but you can just sort of place this right over here, and whenever the players are coming on in, I can just click it, bam, and I can read out the likes of this flavor text. Also, hold on, everybody stop the press, stop the phone, hold on 1 second. I want to give a huge shout out to this individual, ZY. Oh god, no, the thingy, no, the merch thing, it didn't pop up, no, it was right over here. I want to give a special shout out to ZY for ordering the Law-Abiding Citizens t-shirt. You're the first individual to be able to buy that, and that is freaking awesome and fantastic. I freaking love that sort of shirt. That's a special shout out to all the people in Atlas of Etheria and more. So thank you, Phoenix, coming on in for that one. It is actually hilarious, that shirt. October Sour Queen or Mortimer, they did a fantastic job on that. So by you buying that shirt, it's actually supporting the likes of more and more. So appreciate that. And for those of you guys who don't know what the Law-Abiding Citizens shirt looks like, let's go to the stream elements real quick, and I will show you exactly what that is. Because that is freaking huge. Really appreciate that. Or is it? Oh, I think if I just do merch, right? That? Yeah, there we go. I can just click this link. Okay, so let me show you what this is. I got the merch store over here, and the Law-Abiding Citizens shirt, you can pick it in any sort of color. It comes in a couple colors, just showing off, but you can choose any of the ones that are down below. Let's say like the hoodie, for example. You can look over at it, and I'm gonna try to zoom in. Oh god, I'm gonna have to zoom in. I can't get the whole sort of image over here, so that's fine. I can pull up the actual image of it in a minute. But essentially, it shows like all of our D&D characters. So like you see Gosara, Solon, Taj, or I almost called him Madraw, Arrows, Copper, all that sort of stuff in this little goofy little fashion. It's a pretty funny shirt and all that sort of stuff. So hey, if you guys want to support, if you guys want to support, be sure to try to check out those likes of this shirt. And hey, the more people that buy shirts like this or just buy the merch in general, the more things I'll be inclined to kind of do. I might end up making a Soulbound shirt or like a Valley of Dreams shirt and more. So yeah, it does anything that you guys buy from the merch store helps support Finn with the likes of the Auroraverse logos and more when it comes to the likes of the those logos. Link, oh yeah, I got you. I posted the link over on Twitch, but I got you over on YouTube. There you go. And boom, bada bang. Obscure Persona says, appreciate the stream. This has helped me plan out my campaign. I've been lurking most of the time. Hey, that's perfectly fine. That's what I liked about these first streams too. They just kind of like whenever I'm in somebody else's stream, they'll help me prepare or help me focus on actually getting my stuff done for my games, you know? Nope. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. So since we had the Desert Oasis sort of thing done, I don't really need to, we need to mainly just focus on what's going to be in this encounter. So what I was sort of thinking, because it's in Voden, I was thinking maybe like an encounter against a water elemental. I think that'd be pretty cool. So let's, we gotta go import the monster here. We're gonna use the D&D Beyond module. No, not that one. This one. We're gonna use a water elemental right over here. Or we could even use the Myrmidon. The Myrmidon is actually really cool, and they have a little bit more of a dynamic fight rather than the elemental itself. I think we're gonna use the water elemental Myrmidon. We're gonna make him bigger. We're gonna votify him, as I like to call it. Make him a big token. Make him a little bit scary and all that stuff. Now this individual, they can go out of the likes of the water, so this will be pretty cool. And we're gonna also give him a little bit of minions and stuff like that. We're gonna give him a couple like water weirdlings. So water weirds are typically very, very powerful, but we're gonna nerf the crap out of them. We're gonna give them like 7 HP. We're gonna keep their AC and all that stuff, but we're gonna reduce their damage tremendously. +5 to hit is fine. But we're gonna make it a 1d. We're gonna say 1d4 +3, and then we're gonna change the dice over here. 1d4, and yeah, that'll be good enough. I got that. All right, so we gotta keep going. We're gonna make them a lot smaller on this. We're gonna update their token, but we're just planning like the general sort of encounter stuff, and we're going to write down a little small note for me later when I finalize all this stuff. The gem or the astral gem will be placed at the bottom of the oasis. As they're going into it, they are attacked by the water elemental populace. And we're gonna hide this, and bam. That's basically all I really need for the likes of this encounter. Now, we'll more so we can kind of sure there can be other resources and such that they'll find, but we don't need to worry about adding that into the stream. We can just keep going. All right, let's go to the next thing. So a desert spa, or should we do a desert skeleton? I don't know if we're gonna find this on describe. We might. Spa. Let's see if we can find in here. But actually, while I was sort of looking for this, there's a couple of things. So you guys see as Describe basically has, oh, here, let me swap over here. Describe basically has a bunch of things where you can have stuff for spells. It has stuff for scenes, environments, that stuff for monsters and all that sort of stuff. You even have it where you even have insults and all that stuff for like players. If you like insults for like your player character can kind of use. All right, so very, very helpful when it comes to this sort of thing. Ooh, hold on. I just want to see what the dojo's about. Weapons familiar and strange line the walls of the training dojo. Straight blades and curved, polearms with spear points and hammerheads. Flail weapons with barbed chains, daggers, dirks, and hooked swords. Each weapon gleams in the muted light streaming through the shoji walls. Warriors spar in pairs with blunted blades and wooden training weapons, a sharp crack of their strikes reverberating through the space. The instructor, a gray-haired master learning or leaning on a gnarled walking stick, watches each sparring match with careful interest, their face devoid of anything that could be mistaken as emotion. Interesting. I actually might have to use that for here the tournament in Bayani. That actually might be very, very useful coming up soon. We're gonna say maybe like a bathhouse. Maybe that will pop up but what we're looking for. A hell bathhouse, what the fuck? Hey, look at this. I'm just curious. Interesting. Despite the steam in the air, the bathhouse feels refreshingly cool and inviting. Vats of gleaming gold and crystalline glass stand under a ceiling painted with scenes of entwined naked bodies and pools. It might be some trick of the wafting vapor or its heady wine-like scent, but it looked for a moment like the painted figures waved to the spot on the ceiling above your head. That's interesting. You know, it's creepy and it's weird, but it also has a bit of like encounter, or has a little bit of an encounter kind of already installed there. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to maybe use that one rather than the original bathhouse, which I actually just found. I think we're gonna use that because that could be like a cool little encounter for a puzzle rather. Let's do that. So we're gonna do bathhouse. If only you could find one in hell. If only. Well, I mean, you do have a bathhouse actually. It's just the lava, you know? It's just the lava. Take a swim. Take a swim, Madro. Oh man. So we're gonna use this. This will help out tremendously. Now, I don't know exactly what puzzle we can kind of do, but we got chat here, so maybe you guys can give us a couple of ideas. If only we could find one in hell without the puzzle and the enemies. Sensei, smiley face. Don't you smile at me. You dare. Do that. Let's look at this. So the encounter is understand it might be some trick of watching vapor or a seedy head, but it looked like for one moment like the painting figures waved to the spot in the ceiling above your head. So there's a painting above the ceiling, and there are multiple paintings across the entire sort of place, right? So what if there's also these sort of strange dots over here? I want a puzzle, but what can we do with all of this said? Maybe the paintings have clues for something that you need to do. And if you do it, it'll activate and it'll show you the gems. It'll reveal a gem. What would you have to do to reveal it? Let's count how many circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 circles. Nothing I can really play with for the number 12 that I can think of. What if it's... I needed to, so like I could think of something that could be an interesting puzzle that could be like for, you know, an escape room or something like that, but it has to be something a little bit more intuitive for the likes of D&D, right? Something more intuitive there. And I'm struggling. I am struggling. 12 circles, 12 gods. That's what I thought. So I was thinking along the lines of like, what if in each painting there was a necklace of a god? Like someone had a necklace of a god or something, right? And in like on the person's necklace or whatever, they had a number branded into their chest or something like that, right? So it could be like 1, and it would have they would also have a necklace to Iroas. And if they did, then, you know, they would have to go to over here, and they maybe have to say like the name Iroas over on this one, right? That's what I was kind of thinking, but I'm not sure if that'll work. I don't know if that'll necessarily be fun. I was like, hey, what's up, Quint Cat? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you been? How you been? Long time no see. Long time no see. I'll actually be later in chat if Cat, you're gonna be in here, and we're also gonna be doing the Iroas Get Fit challenge in a bit. I may have to do 33 push or 30, how many? 36 push-ups due to all the subs that we got. So hey, hope you're ready for that sort of thing. 10 says 12 pools, 9 figures, 6 something, 3 gems. 12 pools, 9 figures. I like it. Flesh it out a little bit, 10. Flesh it out. You might be onto something, but I can't think of anything with it right now. There's also 4 little bigger pools over here. I'm doing all right. Thanks. Is this festival prep? Nah, this isn't festival prep. This is like this is Vote and Fables prep. That's gonna be like for a game in like a month or 2. Everybody's gonna forget about this anyways. Hey, SenseiSuplex, the solution is right there in the art. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Something to do with the pools that have light on them. Ah, I see. I see. You're looking at that? Uh-huh. Maybe. What if we could... I'm thinking... Oh, hold on. 1 second. Switch back to this. I don't get DM Sensei just in case. What if we do this instead? What if we make it where we make a puzzle where it's like friends and enemies of the gods, right? So it's like, okay, you look over and maybe it's like a puzzle where you go into the painting, or maybe you have to look into the pool, and it'll show a reflection of a painting, or it'll show like an image or whatever into it, and you have to go towards it and see which god, or link it to a god that that god specifically hates. So for example, you walk over here, you see a painting of Iroas. Sure, why not? And which god does Iroas hate? Well, you have to find, or you know, it's Mogus. You can either make a religion check or something like that, whatever it may be. And you have to go find Mogus. And what you could say is like, you just have to say the name Iroas or something like that, whatever it may be, or stand on it, yada, 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 something, and it activates. And with that, these two would be done and activated. And you'd have to go to this, so it'd be like for Phonax, it would have to be Heliod, and then those two would be activated or something like that. So it'd be like a little bit of lore and information about the gods, a little fun stuff. Give you a little bit of background, but it's more of like a kind of a guessing game. But again, if people don't necessarily know the lore like off a rip, like in their, like as a player, they don't know the lore, that's perfectly fine. They can just make a religion check and it'll be good to go, right? I like this. Unless anybody else has a better idea, by all means, please drop it down below in chat. We starving for ideas. All right. So we're going to drop this. Then we're going to drop this. And we're going to say this is Mogus. And in parentheses, the answer is Iroas. Cool. All right, now we need another one. Let's go with Phonax and Heliod. All right. And we're gonna go over here. So Heliod and Phonax. All right, next up, we're going to, what are the consequences that get the wrong pairing? Ooh, that's a good thing to think about. I'm not sure. Oh, we're gonna do, for this next one, we're gonna do, is it Karametra? No, it's Nylea and Afara. Nylea and Afara. They are natural enemies of one another, because one is all about nature and the wildlands, and the other one is all about civilization and, you know, structures. We're gonna do Afara and Nylea. Who's next? We're gonna do Wisdom save. Should have paid attention in school. Okami Bites over on YouTube said being an atheist in the D&D world would be tough. It really would be. It really would be, man. Ah, goodness. Dendar and Graz. Oh god. Oh, that's actually a good one. Dendar and Afrika. Dendar and Farika. All right, and let's do Farika and Dendar. Cool. We need another one. We need another one. Puranos hates everybody, so I can't have him. Euphoros is kind of chill with everyone, as far as I'm aware. Let's go to Theros. Mythic Goddesses of Theros. See what we got. Oh, Clothis and Xenagos would be one. I like that one. Clothis and Xenagos. Let's do that. So Clothis, Xenagos. They are natural enemies of them. That's actually one thing I'm surprised. Well, no, never mind. Zaman doesn't like any gods, I was gonna say. Wait, hold on. So I have a question. This is more of like a question for Chris. So Zaman doesn't like the gods because of what Clothis did. Also, hey Matt, Max, you know what to do. Go deal with the chat stuff on YouTube. Let me go with that. Where's the chat box? Already did. All right, cool. Let me just spam this. There we go. And it's fixed. So Xenagos and Clothis. Let's see. What else do we got? Or is that it? Wait, hold on. I mistyped something. Okay, Freakin' Dendar, Helion. Oh no, there's 2 more right here. Okay. So what would be the last one? So I thought of Yana and Pyre and the Keepers. Oh man, you guys are stupid. Let's go over here. So I was thinking of Erebos maybe. Karametra. I don't think Karametra has any enemies, does she? Look at Karametra. I don't know if she has any enemies. Where is it? Karametra's divine relationships. Like Celiod is okay with Nylea. Karametra just hates Iros and Mogus. Interesting. I did not know that. Gods provoke Karametra's sharpest disdain are Iros and Mogus, who seem to vote the idea of preventing mortal life from fully flourishing, or even it's couched in noble terms, as Iros followers like to do. It's fundamentally an instrument of death, bringing a premature and pointless end to mortal life. That said, Karametra does recognize the need to fight in defense of one's life, family, and community when they come under attack. So she and Iros are able to find some common ground in that matter and in their shared hatred of Mogus. Interesting. Huh, the more you know. The more you know. How does Aetherios feel about people? Aetherios feel. I know they just don't like the dead. Like undead or whatever, right? But Aetherios cares little for dealings of other gods as long as other deities don't impinge on borders between life and death. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Aetherios just doesn't care. He is a fucking Sigma. They don't give a fuck about anybody. Alright, maybe I could find some for Karanos. Karanos saves everybody, right? Karanos, nor friendly nor sociable. Of all the gods, Thassa has the most cordial relationship. Damn it, we don't want cordial. Dang it, he likes Bufuros, but he hates everybody else. Damn it. Alright. Okay. Fine. Screw you. They made me do it. I'm having to drop lore. Alright. Fine. If you won't do it, then I will. Alright, I'm just gonna drop this casually and then I'm gonna let it be. And where's the other one? I'm just gonna drop this and not even say anything about it. Barely even bring any attention to it. Meanwhile, everybody's like, who the fuck is that? Don't worry about it. Alright, so we got all the things that we kind of need. And what happens if they fail a saving throw? That's an I, not a L. Oh, League of Legends is a god? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I would say let's just make a wisdom saving. Let's just make it simple. We're gonna do a dexterity save or constitution. Or yeah, we're gonna say a con save or 1d6 poison damage for everybody in the room. We'll probably bump that up to 2d6. It really depends on what level we're gonna be playing this at. I never really thought about it, but that's fine. I think 2d6 is fine. And if I think it should be more or less, and I can just lower it or raise it. Oh boy, if they fail a saving throw, it's all about joining a horde. Oh man, oh goodness gracious, that'd be horrible. All right, y'all. I think that's all we got for now. We're gonna continue editing the likes of this map and adventure in the future. But for right now, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. We streamed a lot longer than I necessarily wanted to, but that's all good. So we're gonna take about 10 minutes in God mode, coming in with the 13-person raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? We're actually just gonna be talking for like the last 10 to 15, 20 minutes or so. Just about D&D, talking about world building, talking about Project Aurora, and all that sort of stuff. So while I'm here, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is SenseiSuplex. I'm a professional dungeon master, and essentially what I do, I run a giant living persistent universe where everybody and everything can affect one another in a multitude of ways. Any game that I run or any game that any dungeon master runs can affect each other, as they have crossovers, cameos. They can leave the likes of their mark on their campaign and affect them in any way, shape, or form. On top of that, you guys can also affect the likes of their games by either giving out inspiration to the players, helping out with world building, which is what we were doing just then, or even changing the weather and a bunch of other cool stuff. So hey, if that sounds remotely interesting, hey, we only need one more follower to hit that 5-follower goal. Who's gonna be the one to do it? Who's gonna be the one to do it? Is it gonna be you, Torlock? Is it gonna be you, God Mode? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Matt. I'm gonna butcher your name, so I'm super sorry. But please explain to me how to say it in chat in a second. But Matinus, Madness? Please help me pronounce the likes of your name, because I don't want to ever butcher anybody's name in the likes of chat. But thank you so much for being the 5th follower for today. And even then, even though that we are out of, we already hit the goal and all that sort of stuff, that doesn't mean that you guys can't follow to stay informed, to stay notified whenever we go live again. So I'm gonna drop the likes of the Discord link and more for you guys, and a little bit more information about Project Aurora in the chat. You guys are good to do that sort of whole thing. So what we also have is we're at 36 push-ups for the likes of the sub goal, where we're going to be having to wear the Dungeon Master's outfit if we actually reach it. We're at 13 out of 100, and you guys can keep forcing me to do more and more push-ups for every single sub that I get. We're gonna be doing this in about 5 to 10-ish minutes, but for right now, we're just talking D&D. All right. So, everybody, is there anything that's been happening in the random world of D&D since we've had the likes of this show? Actually, there is one thing. Have you guys seen the newest trailer for the Dungeons and Dragons movie? Now, I saw it. I've seen it like a couple of weeks ago and all that stuff, but I never actually got a chance to talk about it. And strangely enough, it actually looks good. I didn't think it'd be possible, but it actually looks good. I don't know how they did it. And I'll say, hey, thanks for stopping by, Max. Appreciate you. But it looks exactly what it looks exactly like kind of what they kind of needed to do. They made it just a typical fantasy sort of adventure. And they made a movie about it, and they added some small things that had references to D&D. That's all they needed to do. That's all they needed to do. They didn't need to do anything else. They just really needed to just slap the Dungeons and Dragons name onto it, add a couple references and cameos for actual veterans or people who know what D&D is and play it all the time, and they're set. Because they have the likes of, this is all in the trailer, they have the likes of Vecna, they have black dragons spewing out I think acid is what they do. They have owl bears and all this other stuff. They have like wild shape and druids. It's perfect. Like they even mention the likes of the classes and all that sort of stuff. It is, if you haven't checked it out, be sure to kind of do so. Sun Winterfield, you actually mentioned it perfectly. If it's the one I saw, yeah, it looks stupid fun in a good way. Yeah, exactly. It looks funny, it looks fun, it looks to have a lot of action, looks to, like the CGI is pretty well done, especially for some crazy sort of stuff for D&D. I'm a fan. I'm a fan so far, and I don't know when it's coming out. Let me check. When is the D&D movie coming out? December 8th. Wait, no, that's that came out in 2000. When's the new D&D movie coming out? D&D 2022. March 3rd, 2023 is when they're looking to do it. Yeah, March 3rd. So we got a little bit of time before then. So it's all good. It's definitely all good. All right. Besides that, that's kind of one thing that was been going on a little while ago. The other thing that's been happening is, so we recently, for Project Aurora, we actually started looking for more and more dungeon masters as we're getting ready to start, or basically unleashing to the masses a bunch of new campaigns ran by more dungeon masters besides myself. So we have a total of 10 DMs that are getting added to the likes of the project, which means that's going to be 10 campaigns added to the likes of the project. Now, 3 of them have already pitched their campaigns. They could have, there could be more since I've actually started streaming and such. But with that, that means that there are going to be more opportunities for you guys to play in the likes of the living universe. Now, granted, if you do want to actually play in the likes of Project Aurora, now's the best time to do so. Hey, you can just even say so in chat and we can get you set up and more. But a lot of craziness for things to sort of come. We're looking to have a bunch of these campaigns kind of starting by November scene, or like late November or December or January at the latest and all that. So be sure to look into all those sort of things. We have a couple people that are getting ready to start setting up for session zeros, I think on like the 27th and such. I think over on YouTube, they're one of the dungeon masters. They're getting ready to set up and all that. So that's going to be freaking sick. Also, Phoenix says, oh, so the D&D movie is coming out on my birthday month. Nice. Yeah. Hey, go see it for your birthday. There you go. Go see it for your birthday. But for all the stuff when it comes to Project Aurora and more, it's definitely cool to really see just more and more people just getting involved with the likes of the universe. We got a bunch of awesome individuals on or joining in the likes of the fray. They have a bunch of like crazy new ideas and they're super enthusiastic, and I got a lot of good feelings about this sort of go around rather than last time, because we're kind of like cut out a lot of the fluff, cut out a lot of the unnecessary steps, hoops, and hurdles that we had before, and we're just getting straight to what D&D is, and that's just running the game, and then having and we're also providing a bunch of resources to help you all run, or help any of the DMs run said game, right? So that's always cool. Turlock says, tell us on how to play and becoming a DM. Sure. Or so playing or becoming a DM in Project Aurora. Let me know. Just make sure to specify that, and then I got you. Or are you talking about just being a DM in general? Just in general, like if you play D&D and now you want to start DMing for the first time, because I have different answers for both of those questions. Phoenix says, any campaign set in the Drow area? I'm a Drow fan, so yeah. Not that I know of. I mean, there's only been 3 campaigns pitched. 7, so there's still 7 that could possibly delve into Drow lore and Underdark lore, but it's unlikely. So what we got so far is we're all going to be focusing on the Leonios, which is the region where Tales of Silesia happens, Rift's Embrace and all that stuff happens. But it's going to be a specific region where Silesia, that is where the king of Leonios resides. We're going to be kind of in the area where the queen of Leonios resides and rules over. So that is the desert region known as Talos, Dalgorum, Dornwich, all that sort of stuff. It's over there. That's pretty freaking cool. And yeah, we got a couple. I don't want to spoil too much about campaigns because I know a lot about the stuff, but it's going to be some interesting things on some lesser gods, right? So this will definitely be interesting. The Torlock, both please. I'm a DM with time on my hands and also looking to play. I gotcha. So this is more so for PA and all that. So essentially what you need to do, I will say the DM applications are closed at this moment, but they'll probably reopen depending on if we're able to fill in a couple of spots. We're waiting on a couple of people to get what they need to get done first, and then we're going to open up the DM applications again. However, even though that's the case, there's still ways you can help contribute to the likes of Project Aurora, even if you're not a DM immediately. You can always become a homebrew or homebrew creator, and I'm going to explain what each of these roles mean in a minute. A homebrew creator, a lore master, a artist, or a map maker, or a music composer, or whatever it is that you can help contribute to the likes of Project Aurora. And then eventually, once we have DM applications open up again, you will probably have the first priority because you already know how PA kind of works in general, right? Phoenix says desert area. That's also interesting. Guess I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, and a bunch of people will be able to start playing in these games, so it's gonna be freaking awesome and sick nasty. All right. So when it comes to this, you're gonna want to again just throw an application out there. I will drop the application. I'm kind of looking over for it on the side for you. You're gonna throw it there. Sign up for one of the roles that are available, and then we'll basically ask you a couple of follow-up questions, and we'll get you set up. So the way it works for DMing in Project Aurora, though, for just those who are just genuinely curious, essentially, we come out with a bunch of more so campaign arcs or themes, or themes that everybody's going to be kind of focusing and tackling on. Our theme for this arc is going to be the revolution between the three factions, or the three-way war between the revolutionists, the King's Guard, or the Crown's Guard, whichever one you want to call it, or the likes of the Brotherhood of Ascension. All those three factions are going to be the main focus for these campaigns. And as everybody has that sort of theme, now Dungeon Masters have the freedom to sort of create whatever they kind of want, as long as it focuses on that theme or accomplishes said theme in some way, shape, or form. So every Dungeon Master has been given a specific faction that they will focus on. Doesn't mean that their players will be a part of said faction. It's just that this is the thing that they will be focusing on. And then we go from there. So here I am dropping the application in chat right now. There you go. And that'll get you set up. Okay. So what is this track's name? This is No Man Cry, Jimmy Sax version. Oh wait, No Man No Cry, Jimmy Sax version. Can I share this? Copy song link. Yep, there you go. That should help you out. I got this whole entire playlist that just has like all this sort of saxophone music and more. I like it. Pretty cool. All right. Besides that, I think is that everything that we got to talk about for today. I think that is it. So let's knock out these push-ups. I'm gonna wake Winter up because he is knocked out of sleep. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Guys, look at the dog cam. Oh no, she woke up. Damn it. She heard my name. She heard me call her name. Oh well. Okay. So let's knock these push-ups out. So if you guys don't know why we're doing push-ups in the first place, the reason why is because that is basically the sub challenge and more. For every push-up I had, or every sub that I got to do 3 push-ups, and we're at 36 push-ups. We're gonna round that out to about 40. And if you guys want to actually sub during the likes of the sort of event, then that is perfectly fine. I will add it or add to it what we got to do. So all right, let's get this set up. Goodness gracious. All right, everybody. Also, the other thing that we sort of do this for is we do this to bring back the likes of the Iroas Get Fit Challenge or the Workout Warrior sort of stuff. We always kind of make these characters that have like 20 strength, or 20 strength barbarians or paladins or fighters or super people who are super fit and athletic and all that stuff. And I've always asked the question, well, hey, why can't we be like that? Why can't we sort of be super fit or athletic or just in shape? And the theme of the Workout Wars has been a sort of message or mission that we're trying to get everybody as fit as their D&D characters. So that's what we're going to be doing. You can feel free to do the push-ups with me or any sort of workout or exercise. It's completely optional. You don't have to, but it is pretty, freaking awesome if you do so. And if you do a single push-up, a single sit-up, or whatever, then be sure to drop it down below in chat and we'll shout you out and give you some claps and some love. I'm as strong as Fabio. Well, time to get stronger than Fabio. Time to get stronger than Fabio. All right, let's do, we won't play that. What can we play? We'll play Undertale because I know that one's not DMCA. Epic. What is it? Yeah, because I just don't want to get DMCA'd off the YouTube stream. We're gonna play Battle Against the True here. We're gonna play the Clash music. All right. Hope y'all are ready. Where is it? Hold on. Not find it. Epic Orchestra. Time to get stronger. Like your character. True. True. All right, we're gonna like tilt this sort of camera down, and I'm pretty sure this dog is going to try to be like, Dad, what are you doing? The hell are you doing? But that's fine. They can just they can sort of just bug me while I'm doing push-ups. See, they're already awake. They're already trying to walk over here. All right. So why are you just knocking stuff? Weird toy. All right. So this. That's good enough. Yeah, you can kind of see. You can kind of see roughly what we got. Okay. little bit more. Can you see me? Hey chat, there we go. Oh, let me tilt this thing over here. I don't have the old sort of microphone. Oh, I wonder. I don't have the old microphone where you could kind of just scream and it would be able to immediately pick you up. But everybody, we have 36 push-ups. Let's do this. Let's freaking do this. All right, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna have to do this like on hard difficulty because this dog is like right behind me or trying to get in the way. But let's see what we can do. 36. What do you want? You trying to do push-ups with me? Are you trying to do push-ups with me? Okay, get down. All right, there we go, Winter. Let's do this. All right, 36 push-ups. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everybody, if you can do one single push-up, that's all you need to do. But it's time to get as fit as your D&D characters. Everybody, summon your strength, my friends. And do it for the puppy. If you don't want to do it for anybody else, do it for the puppy. If you want to make her sad, I don't think so. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you want to do push-ups too? 10. All right, we are at 10 push-ups. Don't lick me. Don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. We got 16 more push-ups before this dog actually tries to immediately attack me. So 16 more. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 more push-ups. 6 more push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Oh my God, my arms are on fire. My arms are on fire. Ah! So if you guys did a single push-up on screen, if you did a single sit-up, crunch, whatever it is, if you worked out at all today with the likes of me or anything, then please be sure you tell the likes of chat, scream it out, and more, and we're gonna shout you guys out because we're all just trying to get as fit as our D&D characters. We're just trying to, you know, just become stronger, become more in shape, and become healthier. So, Husky, with the who man, I just need some. With the who man, I just needed some petting. That's pretty much what they're saying. They're like, I just want pets. I walked my mile every morning. Hey, that's enough for me. Shout out to Sun Winterfeld. Not you, Winter. Not you. Winter on this stream. I did a plank. Hell yeah, that's what we like to see. Special shout out to Quaint Cat for jumping on in. That's what we like to see. Good stuff, good stuff. Anybody else? Anybody else work out with the likes of the workout warriors? Come on, come on. Went for the 25 push-ups. Hey, that's what we like to see, Madness. There we go, there we go. Hell yeah, special shout out for you. Couple claps, couple claps. Over on YouTube saying, I worked out at work. I feel so proud to join in. Heck yeah, there we go. You're working out at work. Hell yeah, that's what we like to see. Special shout out to In Showcase. I did 10, then have to get back to work. Heck yeah, special shout out to you. Special shout out to you. Oh man. All right, everybody. That is it for the likes of the D&D Sensei Show stream. If you haven't done so already, then be sure. I'm on the elliptical right now. Hey, y'all keep working out. Y'all keep working out. If you didn't do so already, remember the stream was sort of helped out and sponsored by the likes of Describe and more. And essentially, they helped out with the likes of a bunch of these descriptions for the maps and environments that we were using. So again, be sure to check them out. They're freaking awesome people. I know actually like David and Ben personally. They're freaking awesome folk. Awesome individuals. Shout them out. Go subscribe and more. Because literally, if you have ever struggled with describing anything in D&D, whether you sort of stuttered or whatever it may be, whether it's environments, whether it's like how you use your skills as a player or a character or anything like that, monsters, even if you're looking for prompts for adventures, whatever it may be, go check out Describe, and I can actually give you $5 off on your first purchase. And it's basically, if you want to sub to like the lowest sort of tier, it's literally $3 for all of that sort of stuff for an entire month or more. Like, I don't need to tell you how much value that is. It is ridiculous. So go check it out. And with that, my friends, we're gonna be back live again, I believe, on, are we live tomorrow? No, we're live again on Friday at 11 a.m. For the Not Us Voting Fables quest. So I will see you guys there. That, y'all have a good one.